Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Sandbox. I'm thankful that you came by today to play with me. We're going to be starting a new game today, Signed and Sealed with a Kiss. This is a game. It's interesting. It's not perfect, but it has some interesting elements to it. And on this channel, I like to only play games that I like. What is the point in playing games that you don't like? So in this game, you basically get to build a boyfriend. He kind of shows up on your doorstep as a blank slate, and you get to instill in him whatever traits or characteristics that you want. And so we're going to kind of walk through that a little bit, and I'll show you some of the ins and outs of all that. So let's get started so you can kind of see how it works. First, we're going to choose the game's difficulty, and this cannot be changed once it is set. And I've never played the hard mode before, but let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. I may fail miserably, so just, be prepared. Okay, so for the millionth time, my eyes flutter open and I find myself staring at the ceiling. Yep, it's another morning. As much as I don't want to move or do anything in particular right now, I know I have to work, so I jump straight into my morning routine. And I'm going to play, so these options here kind of set your base attitude. So if you get a morning cup of coffee, that means you're moody. If you do a nice long stretch, that means you're cheerful. If you play a video game, that means you're detached. And if you take a cold shower, you're flirtatious. So I'm going to take a cold shower, which in real life I hate doing, but I want the flirtatious, I guess, attitude as part of my game this time around. The telltale tingling fills my core, and there is only one way for me to get rid of it in a timely manner, so I decide to hop into the shower. The moment the icy cold water hits my back, the warmth is extinguished from my body, but it's welcome. I take quick advantage of the situation, use the opportunity to clean myself properly, which makes me think sometimes I clean myself improperly. I don't know what that is like, but with all the impurities out of my system, an interesting choice of words, impurities, I towel off and get dressed. Finally, I head downstairs to get on with my day. Halfway through my omelet cooking session, I hear a vaguely familiar sound. I'm not expecting any visitors, so for a long time I just stare at the door. When was the last time someone came over? I feel like I should celebrate, maybe crack out a bottle of wine, even though it's morning. As I ponder how best to enjoy this small victory, however, my guest becomes more than a little impatient. On second thought, maybe I should see what they want before I do anything else. Oh well. I dash over to the door and step onto the porch. Hi there, can I help you? I stare at the bored-looking woman, and she stares back at me. She's dressed in a white uniform with a pink collar and purple baseball cap. Her name is printed across her breast pocket in a bold print. Who the heck names their child Juju? It sounds like a discount candy. Juju says, "Please sign here." Not even a hello, huh? Well, so much for being a good start to the day. Juju shoves a clipboard in my face, and I look down at it skeptically. There is nothing on the paper but a big sign here box and a bright logo that matches the one stamped on the woman's hat. Reine Works. I've never heard of this company before. We're new, now sign here. The woman shoves the clipboard deeper into my chest. What am I signing for? Need your signature first, sign here. Sign it, ask more questions, ask about the name. We'll ask about the name. Where's your name from? Good question. Sign here. You didn't answer my question. Not until you sign. After that, maybe I'll give you my name and number. Maybe this is salvageable after all. Okay. Alone. So your address you can't change. Your occupation is NA. Which you'll find out in the game. There's some mystery behind all of that, but you can't change that. Alone is forever, and you can't change that, so you can't click on yes or no there. And licensed to kill, you also can't change. So this kind of gives you a hint as to what your occupation may be. I'll leave it there for now. Pronoun, my pronoun is he. My anatomical preference is masculine. For my beta boyfriend. Text censorship is off, and we'll leave the 17 plus content on because, yeah, that's kind of why we're playing the game. I don't know if this pronoun is for me or for the beta boyfriend. Maybe it's for my boyfriend. Anyway, I want a he. I want a boy. I want a boy. I'm going to sign with my name. There. Now what? Greetings, salam, bonjour, aloha. You have purchased Reine Works' new beta boyfriend. The woman's voice remains as monotonous and dead as her overworked expression. She reaches into her pocket, throws a pathetic amount of confetti into my face before carrying on. Congratulations. We would like to remind you of the non-disclosure agreement you signed, which prevents you from mentioning the nature of this purchase. We're still in the process of getting our products certified as 100% ethical, so your silence is not only appreciated, but also encouraged. I didn't sign an agreement. You literally just did. The courier holds the clipboard up to me and points to the fine print at the bottom I could have sworn wasn't there before. I didn't order this, whatever it is. Is your name Brian? Yes. Then you ordered this, so congratulations. The courier throws another handful of confetti into the air before walking away. I'll be right back with your order. But I didn't order anything. Also, what is it? The woman continues her journey, not so much as turning back to look at me. She just disappears in the back of her truck and rifles through its contents. I remain glued to the spot as I intently await the big reveal, but it never seems to come. After a good 5 minutes of nothing, I head inside the house and continue my daily routine. Finally, I have everything I need. I'm ready to start a new day and head off to my 9-to-5 job. When I walk outside, I almost trip over a large box that's barricading my door. And the van is pulling away. I look up and see the courier wave goodbye to me from her truck before she speeds down the street. I take a step forward, forgetting about the box and falling on top of it. What? The faint sound of thumping comes from inside of it. My anger washes away, and I'm left staring at the cardboard with mild disgust. The words printed on top of it instantly pique my interest. What exactly is a beta boyfriend? Whoever ordered this must be pretty darn desperate. I mean, at the same time, though, I can understand their need for companionship and self-love. It's been something I've personally struggled with all my life, after all. That's hitting a little too close to home there, guys. The thumping continues, although I don't want to look like I'm stealing anyone's adult toy. This seems like the best way to ensure it isn't damaged or, actually stolen in the meantime. Through sheer willpower and all the upper body strength of a hula dancer, I hurl the box inside the house and go to pull it open. What the hell? There's a man inside. I'm face to face with some strange man, if it's even a man, that is. Its skin is covered in a pale gel, making it look like a vacuum-packed hot dog. Speaking of hot dogs, the gel is the only thing that's covering it. The thing's body is as naked as the day it was born, if it was even born. It looks so human, though. I poke its chest with my finger, and it's softer than I expect. Almost mushy. Curiosity tells me to do something else, but I hesitate for a second. Part of me knows I shouldn't, considering how violated I would feel if I was in its position, but the other half of me wants to know if this thing in front of me possesses a complete male anatomy. However, when I notice a strange rising motion coming from its chest, I decide to put that aside for now. Instead, I slowly press my whole hand against its breast. Thumping? It slowly intensifies, growing louder and stronger. Activation completed. The man's eyes shoot open and stare straight at me. I can't speak, I can't move. This is all so insane.
Oh?
Hello? His head dips to the side and then down towards my hand. Realizing I'm still touching him, I pull away. All the while, I'm staring back at this strange man who's in my house. Did I scare you? I shake my head, but then think about it again and nod. The man frowns, but seems to understand that this isn't something you see every day. I was told this sometimes happens. Told by who and what exactly is he? I come pre-packed with a default outfit. Would you like me to put it on? I've heard of mail-order brides before, but this seems a little too literal. Hello? I shake my head, not knowing what to do or say. You don't want me to get dressed? Then do you want me to... His gaze trails downwards towards his own package. No! No? Maybe later.
Ugh.
I'm confused. Yeah, me too. Please, get dressed. The man smiles for the first time before beginning to unpack himself. Gathering his possessions in his arms, he looks at me, waiting. Waiting? Ask if he needs help. Stare at him in silence. Don't let him out of your sight. Well, this seems awfully suspicious, and yeah, I'm willing to go along with this. He's kind of cute, and he's my boyfriend, right? I'll ask him if he needs help. You know how to get dressed, right? I've never done it before, but yes, I think I can. The answer doesn't fill me with confidence, but at least I don't have to play dress up with a... What are...
Huh?
Shouldn't I get dressed first? I follow the man's eyes downwards and then turn away, continuing to stare out of the corner of my eye. Sorry. It's fine. Where's your bathroom? Bathroom is down the hall. Thank you. The man walks away, but I'm stupefied to the spot. The guy is no better than some homeless Joe in a box, and here I am letting him use my bathroom in the nude. Well, I should probably figure out where this guy is from and help him get home. Or back to work. I don't know. There must be a phone number or something around here. I'm going to, I'll search the box. I flip over the box, but it's mostly unmarked, besides the large logo stamped on the side and a "This Way Up" sign. No return address, no email, absolutely nothing. Wait, what's that in the corner? Pull out a white sheet and realize it's just the paper the courier made me sign. I sit at the breakfast bar and read through it. The small print is more horrifying than I first anticipated. The only saving grace is the 10 beautiful digits sitting in the bottom right corner. Right, now we are getting somewhere. I dial the number and the phone rings. And rings. And rings. Hello, you've reached Reine Works. You are listening to the beautiful voice of Maddox. How may I help you? I believe you left one of your employees at my house. When will you be... The line suddenly goes dead. Oh, maybe they're having technical issues? Question mark? I redial the number. The phone rings and rings again. Hello? Let's try that again. I believe you left one of your employees at my house. When will you be picking him up? Hello? Hello, sorry, we're not here right now. Reine Works is presently away on a fishing trip. All of them? We'll be back when we've caught the big one, or when our president has an emotional breakdown over killing a fish, whichever comes first. We'd like you to know that your call isn't really all that important to us, so this answering machine will self-destruct in 10 seconds. Thank you for releasing this device from its blood pact. May it meet its end in peace. Goodbye. That was an odd message. The line crackles before there's the faintest sound of something snapping, and the line goes dead. Well, so much for putting an end to this. I sigh, unsure of what to do next. My guest coughs loudly, dragging my attention back to him. His hand is in a pocket-sized... in his hand is a pocket-sized booklet with a familiar pink and purple logo on the front of it. I was told to give you this and explain a few things about myself. All right. Who exactly are you? He hands me the booklet and chuckles.
My life's in your hands.
Well, that's for you to decide. My name, personality, and even my sense of style can all be decided by you. Okay, let's just start with a name. That sounds like a good idea. So, what will you name me? Okay, what are we going to name our friend here? Go with something, let's go with something basic. We'll call him Roy, for no particular reason.
That's amazing.
I like it. I bet he'd have said that even if I named him something weird like Bitcheroo or Boobies or, God forbid, Doge. But Roy does suit him, I guess. Now, what are the other things I need to know? Roy takes a big breath before a long spiel spills out of his mouth. I am your very own impressionable boyfriend, Roy. I really like that name, by the way. As my new owner and boyfriend, boyfriend? Have the gods finally answered my calls? Is this man my personal angel? Sorry, all of your questions will be answered at the end. So, like I was saying, it's your duty to shape me into your ideal person. And I am an otherwise normal human, of course, organs, squishy stuff and all. And I'm known as a doll. That's an artificially grown human. Grown? Like in a lab? Again, I can't answer any questions at the moment. Where was I? Ah, yes. I'm a doll. It's not short for anything. My creators just don't like any of those sciencey terms because they're all idiots, really. So, throughout this game, there's these kind of meta jokes, breaking the fourth wall, talking about Reine Works and their creators, and I'm sure Maddox is probably a real person that works there. So anyway, be prepared for that. He's a doll, perfectly impressionable, and I can make him into anything that I want. So it feels sort of Westworld meets the Twilight Zone in some ways. Which, okay, it's a fantasy game, obviously, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I'm willing to go along with that. But, don't expect realism, I guess, because it is a fantasy game. So anyway, it's, think of it as a cheesy kind of rom-com movie. Anyway, I'm beginning to see that. Our interactions will decide the man I grow to be, since before my activation I had zero exposure to other people or even the world. But please, don't be alarmed. I'm not some antisocial weirdo, and I do know the basics of survival, like breathing and how to bathe. That's reassuring. Please tell me he knows how to do more than that. There is nothing I'm incapable of, except murdering you, of course. Well, that's... That's good to know. Thanks, I hadn't thought of that until you mentioned it just now. You've put my mind completely at ease. My existence would be terminated if I caused harm to my owner. Though there are still experiments being run to reduce the 23% chance that the failsafe would become corrupted. Oh, okay, again, you've put my mind completely at ease. That's a little questionable. I'll be fine, though. Right? As your beta boyfriend, I am ready to start learning how to be your perfect companion. A silence passes between us. Roy watches me expectantly before frowning. You can sort of ask questions now. I'm still processing everything. Nothing has made a lick of sense since I opened that box and touched his, Did I activate you when I
love you.
When you touched my heart? Yes. That's how love happens, right? Okay, not literally. Touching someone's heart, it's more of a figurative, but okay. It's a fantasy game. You just roll with it. Yes, as I found out today, yes, that's exactly how it happens. On the other hand, I can't actually keep him, can I? I mean, all this flirting has to be part of his job, like a stripper at the club, right? I mean, I know that this is just part of your job or whatever, but I think it'd be best if you just left now. Leave? Yes, go back to your headquarters at Reine Works. Don't you have work to do there anyway? I'm sure your boss needs you. Trust me, I mean, I'd love to keep you if I could. I can't go back. I don't know where Reine Works is, and I don't even know how to drive. Okay, well, that's a bit of a dilemma, isn't it? Who strands their employees in a stranger's house? That's totally unprofessional. What if the resident is a complete psycho and hurts them, or worse? Still, as harmless as he seems, I probably shouldn't let a complete stranger have free reign of my house while I'm gone. Okay, I have to go to work. Would you mind waiting for your boss or whoever outside, please? The man's expression morphs into one of confusion. Boss? Your supervisor at Reine Works. I don't have a supervisor. Well, you know what I mean. You're on someone's payroll, right? Suddenly I hear a faint noise from behind me and turn around to find its source. My eyes fall upon the wall clock, which shows that I desperately need to get ready for work. Look, I'm sorry, I have to go. I wish I could stick around and help you sort all of this out, but I can't wait any longer. All right. Oh, and I can give you some money for bus fare or whatever. I shove a couple dollars into his hands, lock the door behind us, ready to put an end to this and get to work. A mysterious package showing up at my door isn't going to fly as an excuse if I'm late. Look, I hope you have a good day, whatever your job is. Hey, great work today. I run off towards my car, expecting this to be the end of it all. Boy, am I wrong. And with that, foreshadowing, we're going to end the episode right there. Come back next time, and we'll continue the adventure here with Roy, our beta boyfriend. See you next time in the sandbox.